Are you ready to open an Etsy shop? Let's get started. You can click a link from someone else for a referral to get 40 free listings when you start, which is a great way to start out. If you have a link to give someone 40 free listings, you also get 40 free listings. So leave your link down below and use someone else's if you're starting a shop. When you click on one of these referral links, you'll go to this page that shows you 40 free listings that you'll get when you sign up for a new account. It's only for new shops. When you arrive on this page, you click open a shop today, and then it'll come up where you can enter your email address or click to sign in with Google, Facebook, or Apple. You can do this, and then that creates your Etsy account. You're going to end up on this welcome page and then click the Let's Do It button. That brings you up to like a survey where you tell Etsy why you're here. You can skip this or just select one and click next. They also will want to know what you want to learn about so that they can provide some resources. So you can click any of these items that you want to learn about on Etsy. Or you can also skip this question as well, then click next. Then it's time to actually start your shop. So click the start your shop button, and next you'll start on the page for shop preferences. It does default to English, United States, and US dollar. If you need something else, use the drop downs to select what you need for your country. Then you will click save and continue. It'll take you to name your shop on the next screen. And this is something you can change later on, so don't worry too much about it. And it is something that is a little difficult if you are trying to pick something that is easy and brandable. As you can see, I went through several different choices here. It will say what is already taken, and you'll have to have a kind of similar name on hand. You can go through a couple until you get something that works. Then when you are ready, when you've picked something that you are happy with and actually is not already taken, because there are millions of Etsy shops, so this part is really difficult, you can finally click save and continue. After this, you will go to the stock your shop section where you have to create a listing. You can fill in what you have now. You can edit this later. You can also delete it and start over and start a new one, but you do have to do one listing and put it active before you can open your shop. I'm a digital seller, so I did a digital product listing here. I basically just went through, selected a photo, filled in a title, a really brief description, all of the things that it said I needed to do in order to open my shop. Don't worry too much in the beginning about getting this listing perfect, because you're going to want to go back and take the time and use things like Sales Samurai and get good pictures and make your listing as good as it possibly can be. So this is just to get your shop open. Don't worry too much. You can always go back and edit this, but once you're done, click save and continue. When this is done, you are going to be taken to see your first listing. It'll say great job, and it'll encourage you to add more listings. You want to have at least 5. I always do this after, so you're not feeling rushed. Basically, get all of your shop set up now, then you can go back and add listings later. So the next page is where you're going to do all of your personal information in your business legal entity. So most people that sell on Etsy are individuals. You probably don't start on Etsy with an LLC. You might have that later, but when you start, you likely don't need to fill out all of this with your local business control number and your EIN. So you'll likely select individual and then enter your legal name, your address, your social security number, which they do need, whatever it is in your country, some sort of legal identification. And then you'll also move down to the next section on the page, which is getting paid by Etsy. On the dropdown, you'll select where your bank is located based on country, and then you'll select the country, and then you'll scroll down to this button that says connect your bank account. Click on the connect your bank account via Plaid, and this will bring up a secure way to connect to your bank account. You can do it instantly or manual. If you do it instant, which is what they recommend, you click the continue button and it asks you to sign into your bank account on another pop-up screen. So you can do it manually, but instant is obviously recommended. You basically click continue, enter your bank's name here. It will pull up all the options and you click on the one that you want. Then you will click continue and a pop-up will come up so that you can sign in to your bank account. Then when you click continue, it will go back to the screen and connect via Plaid to your bank account so that it has all the information you need to get paid. After this process is complete, you'll see that it says your bank account's been connected via Plaid. Then from the dropdown, you can select when you get paid. You can get paid every day, every week, or twice a month, or once a month. It really is up to you. You can select whatever you want. Then you select save and continue, and it takes you to the page where you set up your billing. So if you are selling on Etsy, you have to pay the fees. From the fees, they want a credit card or a debit card in order to charge you. It does give you on the side a little bit of information about what fees they have. I have a video about the fees on Etsy as well. There are lots of ways to find out what they are, but just checking here, you'll see the listing fee, the transaction fee, and the payment processing fee. This is going to be charged before you get paid from Etsy. So you have to put in a credit or debit card here. You can select add a credit or debit card. Then scroll to the bottom and click the save and continue button. This will take you up to the final step, which is your shop security. And this is just to keep your shop extra safe because people do hack Etsy accounts. So you're going to want to set up two-factor authentication. The best option is to do it with the Authenticator app, or you can do it with a two-factor SMS or text message system. With this, you will select SMS and then click continue. You will enter your phone number and send code, then get the numbers and you will enter that code that was sent to your phone and then click the continue button at the bottom. That will be everything you need to do. Then Etsy will have it set up. It will also provide you a set of backup codes. Save these to your computer, copy them to GoodNotes or Notion or whatever you use to keep important information. And then you'll have those codes in case you need them if your shop is ever hacked or has a problem. After that, you click continue and your shop is opened. You're all set. When you first get started, you're not going to have anything in your shop besides just your name. So you can click on all these little plus signs and add information about your shop. You can add a little tagline. You can change your photo. You can improve your profile so that when people click on your name and go to your profile page, they see a little bit of information about you and a photo. All of these things are really important to do to generate a brand on Etsy so you're memorable. They're also really there so that you are building trust with customers because honestly, if someone comes to your shop and they see the basic Etsy logo where there's no profile picture and no information about your shop, you're not going to make the sale. So definitely click on all of this, complete some of the information, add a little bit about yourself, about your ownership of the shop, about why you started. Give yourself a little story and you will be good to go. You don't have to do everything, but clicking through all of these options, doing a little bit of information so that it's not a basic bare shop is really helpful. The final thing you're going to want to do is go back in, edit that listing, and then add more listings so you launch your shop with a few different product listings. I have other videos on that, so I'm going to end it here. You can click through to watch how to add a listing on Etsy, especially for digital products, since that's what I love and focus on. So I'll see you in that video.